Hey everyone, it's August 27th, about 7:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's the 4-hour chart of Bitcoin, BTC, USD on the Bitfinex exchange. So just real quickly, I do think that Bitcoin is basing out here. I do have to say it's not investment advice, just for disclaimer purposes. But other than that, this seems to be the base area for Bitcoin. The question is, do we just take off from here going into tonight, into tomorrow, and then start to relieve some of this pressure, potentially reaching about the 7,500, 7,600 zone to relieve that pressure before heading back down? Or do we get smacked back down, still stay in this zone, and then produce a rally from there? So those are about the two things I see. I don't think Bitcoin's really going to drop below this 5850 range on Bitfinex unless something major happens, meaning we have some serious vertical price movement to the downside, which would require one heck of a sell-off. So if we get something like that to where we just waterfall off the edge, like you see back in, back in here, then right here, back in here, then I would think that we're going to smash through that 5850 zone. But if not, we just kind of linger around this zone and base out. I think there's a higher probability of upside than there is downside. Now, unfortunately, at the end of the day, when you are in horizontal consolidation, your probability is 50-50. Although the past few times that Bitcoin has based out, it has led to some powerful moves in Bitcoin. Do I think it's going to go to the moon from here? No. But I do think potentially maybe a little relief rally to about 74, 7,500 area, somewhere within that range, could be a topping zone for Bitcoin to topple over again and then start to move its way back down, testing this 5850 zone, if not breaking lower, and then going down to this 5750 area. And if that gives out, then we obviously progress downward. But as of now, I would say on a short-term basis, maybe like over like the next few weeks to a month, there is a area for Bitcoin to produce a rally to relieve some of this pressure across the board, even into the altcoins. And then from that rally, I do think that it will end up toppling over. The only way that I would change my mindset on that is if Bitcoin eclipses 8,500, meaning we would have to make a monster move like so and then continue upward. But I do not think this market has the energy it needs. The volume, again, is very low. Every single time there's a pop, there's a little bit of volume that follows it. That little bit of volume that follows it immediately gets retracted. Just like I said, it's like the ocean coming in and out. So I am skeptical of what's playing out here. I think we have to whip around a little bit more before this rally comes. But if it does, based off of this, I think it's going to be very weak. And just like this, I mean, it's just like a single leg, right? Just a little single tiny leg that this move is based off of. And I don't think it's going to end very well. The last time Bitcoin made a move like this, here's a single leg and then it just completely toppled over from that prior move right there. Even this one, it led to a powerful move again, but the volume was there. The volume was definitely there. The volume was not here. And the volume is not here whatsoever. It is basically non-existent, and just as fast as it comes in, it comes out. So I definitely want to be skeptical of the move until proven otherwise. But again, that's kind of where I see Bitcoin topping out around is if we explode out of this zone. This is where I see it going. If not, and we start to topple over, I think we're going to maintain this consolidation. I do not think we're going to break that 58 again unless we waterfall. If we swan dive off, then we have a serious problem in Bitcoin. If not, we're probably going to flounder around for the next few weeks, maybe even longer, maybe up to a month in this area. That goes back to what I've talked about as the time element that a lot of people are not paying attention to. You can clearly see it on the chart as the chart starts to flatten out. Again, time becomes a big factor as we start to get more horizontal in this price action. So anyways, that's what I'm expecting. Either way, On a short-term time frame, I'm definitely bull for a relief rally. In a bigger picture, I'm definitely still a bear because we can clearly see that there is a series of lower lows and lower highs. The market definitely looks weak. Every time, again, there's a pop, that volume that comes in is immediately being retracted. So I don't know if it's the exchanges that are popping this market up or if there's a few big players that are just toying around, popping price as best they possibly can and then dumping into the retail money. Honestly, I think it's the exchanges at the end of the day. But regardless of what's happening here, the proof is in the volume, and every time there's been a move to the upside, that volume's been retracted. I saw it on the way down during these pops as well. Every single one of them I talked about in my videos. As we started making this move, I noticed the volume wasn't really following through. No big volume. I think that I think the highest we got was like double. When we were back in here, we were going triple to quadruple to even more than quadruple during this price move up. So if we don't start seeing some big, massive volume in Bitcoin, again, I think it's nothing but a relief rally. It's going to topple over in the longer term picture, but on the short term picture, it's still bull activity because it's producing a relief rally, aka dead cat bounce, aka whatever you want to call it. But anyways, that's it for tonight. I'll talk to everybody on Wednesday. If you do like the videos, you like the content, please like, comment, subscribe, follow, and again, I'll talk to everybody on Wednesday.